What's up, everyone? I'm Aaron, and this is Talking Points. So what's up, everyone? Glad to have you all back in here in the Talk Cave for another exciting episode of Talking Points. Today I'll be discussing the beginning of Season 2. I'll also be talking about our upcoming trip to, the team's upcoming trip to Soda City Comic-Con, which will be held in Columbia on October 3rd and 4th, as well as other team news. I'll also be talking about this week's Mobile Game Madness Game of the Week. We'll have some interesting information on that. Let you see if you like the game or not. You'll find out today. We'll also be talking about last week's Talking Point as well as this week's Talking Point. Had a few answers from this week, so we'll be glad to get to those once the time comes. But so for now, let's go ahead and get started with the with this week's episode. So as you saw last week, it was the beginning of what we at Team ToC like to call Season 2. We're calling them seasons, even though they're not technically, seasons. What I mean by that is basically, we're not taking a break, revamping, canceling, finding shows that work and all that. But instead we're changing up what we play for, or how we play our games for those Let's Plays. So, for instance, as you saw last week, we went from ToC Plays Minecraft to ToC Builds. Still Minecraft. Me and Josh had a great time doing that. We also unveiled our two game talk plan. Where with the first one we did Final Fantasy VII, which is also our live stream on Twitch. Links for that will be in the description below. Which we usually do that every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so make sure you tune in with us then. The other game we had was Harvest Moon Back to Nature, which we usually throw dogs around and name our pets odd names. Also, we had me playing Pokemon, in which I've decided to take, as a way to name them everything that could possibly get us shut down, I enjoy Pokemon, so figured we might as well just name everything, raunchy names and see how long it takes before we get censored. I like to call it pushing the envelope, just for the sake of entertainment, y'all, so I'm trying to entertain you. And I've heard a lot of people say, well, your videos are getting to be hours long, and that's an hour long or 50 minutes long, and that's something they're long. And I always tell you, hey, watch them. They're worth the time. I mean, you're going on YouTube to find entertainment. There's your entertainment. So stay tuned with us to see what we have ready for next week. As I stated last week and earlier in the episode, we are very excited for Soda City Comic-Con on October 3rd and 4th. Me, Josh, Misty, as well as the kids from ToC Kids, Maddie and Logan, and young little tech support herself. We'll all be going for both the 3rd and the 4th. Come out and join us there at the show. Come talk with us. Tell us what you want to see on our channel. We'd like to see your costumes as well. We'd like to do an interview maybe, or find out what brings you to this Comic-Con. We'll be filming as well as walking around and chatting, so be glad to come talk with us. Lastly, for team news, we have Halo, the War Games has been canceled. Josh, who was heading the project, states, due to scheduling conflicts between all parties involved, Halo, the War Games will be put on an indefinite hiatus. While I would love to bring this show to all the viewers, this project must take a backseat to all the other endeavors that require Team ToC's focus. So there you have it, folks. I know we announced it. We were hoping to have it out already, but due to some conflicts in schedule as well as conflicts with working with other projects, we weren't able to get the focus all together. So unfortunately, it'll have to sit on the back burner. Hopefully we can get it out to, get it or something in the same vein out to you soon. But anyway, that's it for the news. So we'll go ahead and move on to this week's Mobile Game Madness. This week's Mobile Game Madness game is God Strike 2. God Strike 2 is basically this game where you play as Zeus or Thor, and your goal is to basically destroy all the evil humans that are walking below. I'll have to say the game itself, I only played for like 5 minutes and got so frustrated that I quit. It's, basically you swipe down on the screen, strike the humans with lightning, which is why Thor and Zeus are kind of the big deal there. But the problem is the controls just, you swipe down and you miss. You swipe down and you miss. I mean, I'm putting my finger all the way down on top of this person and I'm still missing. It would literally take me 3 moves just to kill one person because the game was so buggy that I could not hit that character that I wanted to hit. So, I mean, playing it wasn't really worth my time. The tutorial for it was really good, but, at the same time, it's like the developer really just didn't give me enough chance to... Or it's like he didn't really bother to program the game properly at all, so it's... They got lazy and didn't even bother to try to fix the swipe issue. So in the long run, it's very monotonous, very boring, and the strike and your lightning strike just doesn't last long. So we here at Team ToC will give the game an official 2 out of 5. I wouldn't recommend this. Don't bother with it. It's poor. So, with that being said, let's move on to last week's talking point, which is, what is your favorite indie game? For Fancers, we have Jen, who writes, either Bloons Tower Defense or Insectinator. Both of them are Congregate games, she lets us know. I've played both of them, and I enjoy both of them. Thank you, Jen, for that answer. They are really fun games. I encourage you to go out and try them. And former team member and awesome fan Will writes, SteamWorld Dig. As you saw in his Whip It Out Wednesdays, that was the game that he would play, and it's really entertaining. I went out and bought it myself for $15 off of the PlayStation Network. For team answers, we have Josh, who said Resident Evil 2 Reborn. He said, although it's not an official remake, it was a great fan remake, but Capcom ended up bringing the people who remade this game onto their team to help with the official remake. So that was pretty cool. So now we'll move on to this week's talking point, which is, what is your favorite fighting game series? Now, as you know, fighting games can include, Mortal Kombat or Tekken or Street Fighter. For me, it's the Tekken and Soul Calibur series. They kind of go hand in hand together. They're separate games, but they're really awesome. Let us know in the description or in the comments below what your favorite game is, or you can let us know on our Facebook and Twitter pages. We'll have the posts there. On our Twitter page, we post daily. Josh handles Twitter, I handle Facebook, so I'll be posting it once, maybe twice, and kind of posting it around for everybody. Share it with your friends. Let them know. So anyway, that concludes our episode of Talking Points. I know it's a short episode, folks, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Check out our Twitch streams. Links for that will be in the description below. We do a live stream today and every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and then we'll be playing Final Fantasy VII from now until we end the game. So, you can also check out our merch shop. We have some awesome stuff in there. I'm working on some new designs as we speak. Josh is working on a few new designs as well. We'll have them up there and available. So, until then, oh yeah, and also I just want to give a quick shout out to make sure you check out our extralife.org account. Josh will have a link for that in the description below. Help us out. We're trying to support the MUSC Children's Hospital. Any donations would be greatly appreciated, so thank you for your help on that. Until then, I'm Aaron, and we'll see you in the next episode.